Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Welcome in, I'm Rob King. Early this morning, 2 people were shot in a neighborhood along East Wellesley Avenue. An SPD confirming one of them is dead. As of this afternoon, Wellesley has been closed from Pittsburgh to Crestline. SPD says they're unsure when the roads will open back up. Angela Hara went down to the scene and spoke with neighbors in the area who heard the shooting as it happened this morning.
Several neighbors on East Wellesley Avenue tell me that they were woken up this Sunday morning to the sound of gunshots. It happened around 7 a.m. An SPD arrived on scene shortly after. They confirmed 2 people were shot and one of them is now dead. They did not tell me the injury status of the victim that is alive. As of this afternoon, there was still evidence along the sidewalk and streets remaining. The Major Crimes Unit and a canine were on scene. One man that lives in the neighborhood says the shooting doesn't come as a surprise, as he's recently experienced stolen packages from his home. One nearby business owner says the road closure has resulted in a slow day for them. At this point, SPD has not released the names of the victims. They are holding off until next of kin is notified first. In Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
Angela, thanks. A major construction project on Highway 195 will begin tomorrow. The project will be redoing the intersection at 195 and Meadow Lane Road in Latah Valley. The goal is to reduce the risk of car crashes and improve the flow of traffic. Last year, the Department of Transportation reported 7 collisions at that intersection. And neighbors say the project has been a long time coming, many of them saying they actively avoid the intersection because of how dangerous it is.
It's oftentimes poor human judgment when a person thinks that they can get onto the highway and they've got plenty of space and they really don't realize the speed with which oncoming traffic is approaching.
The project will eliminate the current intersection and add J-turns, acceleration lanes, and deceleration lanes to improve safety. During construction, the highway will be reduced to 1 lane, but the intersection will remain open, and that project expected to be completed by mid to late July. We're taking a live look right now over Spokane. A gorgeous day, not a cloud in sight. And I saw plenty of people out and about in Riverfront Park today, taking in the sunshine. But unfortunately, that sunshine's not going to last forever. And Jason Valentine's here. Some changes that are on the way.
Some changes are on the way, but not until we get to Tuesday. Good evening, Rob. Look at how beautiful it is outside.
Gorgeous.
We have a dilly of a sunset on the way. Good evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. 50 degrees right now for the Spokane area. A little cooler than we saw yesterday, but less wind. So that is definitely the trade-off we have, and just gorgeous conditions out there. Clear skies throughout our areas, and that includes moving down to the Mid-Columbia, Blue Mountain region, all the way to Ellensburg. Just gorgeous conditions. Hope you're able to get outside and enjoy. Still a little more time to do so. We don't have sundown till after 7 o'clock. My goodness. Now, yesterday the story, besides the sunshine, was all of that wind. We had quite a bit of wind, mid-30s for the Spokane region. In the gust department, we had mid-40-mile-per-hour gusts for Ellensburg, but they've definitely slowed down. They're going to continue to be slow into tomorrow. So a little bit of a break from the wind. We've been seeing quite a lot of wind past couple of weeks. So looking at our almanac, we're right at our average for our high, but we did have below freezing temperatures this morning for the Spokane region, so a little off there. We're going to be a little warmer tomorrow morning, right around the freezing mark, but we have partly cloudy to maybe a little bit of clouds out there, but still quite a bit of clearing. So you're going to have a nice commute tomorrow morning. Make sure you grab your sunglasses. But as we get into the evening hours, we're going to see clouds starting to form in as we're looking at heavy rains, setting the stage for heavy rains on Tuesday. And that also means snow in the mountains. I'll get you prepared for all of that. My first alert weather forecast that's coming right up.
All right, Jason, thanks. Well, check out this video taken from the Atlanta airport this weekend. The line for the security checkpoint winding through the airport and making for long delays. Due to the partial government shutdown, some TSA workers haven't been paid for 3 weeks. President Trump reiterating his plan to deploy ICE agents as the shutdown continues. Now lawmakers from both sides are speaking out. ABC's Morgan Norwood is in Newark Liberty Airport with what they're saying and how travelers are coping.
Amid expanding security lines, President Trump doubling down on social media that come Monday, ICE agents will assist the TSA shortage at U.S. airports due to the partial government shutdown. It's unclear what role these agents would play, but the president says at least part of their responsibilities will be immigration enforcement. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy telling ABC the ICE agents are trained and can support the TSA.
TSA agents are law enforcement. They know how to pat people down. They know how to run the X-ray machines because they are, again, under Homeland Security with TSA. So if we can bring in other assets and tools to assist TSA to get rid of these lines, yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
But Borders Czar Tom Homan tells CNN,
we're simply there to help TSA do their job in areas that don't need their specialized expertise, such as, screening through the X-ray machine. Not training that, we won't do that.
Some TSA workers who haven't seen a paycheck in 3 weeks are calling out sick in droves. According to the Department of Homeland Security, more than 11% of TSA officers nationwide called out Saturday, the highest amount so far this shutdown, including more than 35% of the staff at New York's JFK Airport and nearly half of all officers at Hobby Airport in Houston.
Never making this flight.
On Saturday, Jake Austin Steiner says he arrived at New York's LaGuardia Airport the recommended 2 hours before his flight to find a never-ending line.
I waited for about 2 hours to just get to the front of the pre-check line. I'd never seen anything like that. So many people, and it was wrapped around everywhere you could possibly look.
Democrats say any deal needs reforms to President Trump's immigration enforcement policy, including ICE agents being prohibited from wearing masks and required to wear body cameras, as well as a signed warrant to enter a home or business. Senator Chris Murphy telling NBC,
Democrats have been clear. We are willing tonight to provide the votes to open up every part of the Department of Homeland Security while we resolve our narrow differences on how ICE is terrorizing our communities.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Newark Airport.
Back here at home, the FAA says Spokane International considered a small hub airport that could see impacts from the shutdown. We reached out to the airport to see what you could expect the next time you travel. Now, according to Spokane, neither DHS nor any federal agency has reached out to them about the shortage of TSA workers or potential ICE officers doing screenings. The airport also said it's not seeing any increases in security wait times here. And it noted any flight impacts would have to be handled with the airline. A new legal battle at the Supreme Court targets mail-in voting rules. Justices will hear arguments tomorrow about the federal legalities of mail-in voting, particularly the practice by some states of counting mail ballots that arrive at election offices after Election Day. President Trump is pushing justices to limit the mail-in system. However, some voting groups say states have flexibility in whether to embrace mail-in ballots and how to regulate them. The court's final decision is expected by the start of summer. There's a new scam that's tricking people in Spokane and across the state of Washington. When we come back, Spokane Municipal Court shares signs that point to an impersonated parking violation. Plus, in Hawaii, a 120-year-old dam at risk of failing. We'll show you the video of rising floodwaters.
And today we were right at our average temperature for this time of year, right around 51. We're going to be a little above it for Monday. Then we're going to see a bit of a cool down Tuesday through Thursday with heavy shower activity on Tuesday, but then warming up by the time we get to our next weekend. Let me get you and your family prepared for what's to come. In my first alert weather forecast, you're watching 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you after the break.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Windsor Plywood.
March, move, save. The countdown is on at Wendell Ford. For a limited time, get 0% APR, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days on select F-Series trucks. That's 0, 0, 0. Also, you have the chance to save thousands on select new Fords. Get in here this weekend, because when it's over, the deal is over. March, move, save. Wendell Ford at the Y on North Division.
It matters late at night. It matters when you aren't sure and need someone who is. Our minimalized with none.
It matters when times are tight and saving money can really make a difference.
Thanks so much, Eric. I really appreciate you.
Hi, Alex.
Where you get your medicine has never mattered more.
That's why we have convenient locations right in your neighborhood with pharmacists ready to get to know you.
Where you get your medicine matters.
If your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can stay ahead of it with Dupixent for clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's doctor about Dupixent, approved to treat kids as young as 6 months.
Get hot deals and fast installation from Carpet Barn. Yes, now during the Barn Burner Flash Sale at Carpet Barn. Get 10% off store-wide on all non-clearance flooring, and our expert team will have your new floors installed in a flash. Save on a wide selection of quality carpet, hardwood, LVP, tile, and laminate flooring. Hurry into Carpet Barn today. Don't let these savings go up in smoke. Sale ends March 31st. Find a location near you at carpetbarnspokane.com.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU, here for good.
This is nuts, bro. Oh my God, it's rushing so fast.
Well, this incredible video coming from Hawaii, where emergency evacuations are underway north of Honolulu as the 120-year-old Waihiwa Dam approaches failure. Floodwaters behind the dam have risen to dangerous levels, forcing thousands of residents downstream to evacuate immediately. The Hawaii National Guard has been activated to assist with the emergency response.
Which has been safe, was getting close to 85 feet. That's why we sounded the alarms and made sure people could get over out of harm's way.
Continuous rainfall batters the Hawaiian Islands with more storms expected through the weekend. The Big Island faces the most severe conditions with wind gusts reaching 45 miles per hour. Governor Green has ordered all state departments closed and non-emergency state workers to go home. Parts of Oahu remain without power as emergency shelters open for displaced families. Gosh, scary stuff there.
Yes, 100%.
And we're on the complete opposite side with just sunshine and mild temps.
A beautiful, almost picture perfect first weekend of spring, and we're going to have more of it tomorrow, at least to start. Let's take a look outside. Good Sunday evening, Rob. Good Sunday evening, everyone. 50 degrees right now for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene as we're heading towards sunset here in less than an hour, but just a beautiful day. Saw a lot of people out at Manitou Park enjoying the nice weather. Looking at our satellite, we do have a little bit of cloud coverage to the south of Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, but not much going on there. We do have some cloud coverage, though, going through the Mid-Columbia, Blue Mountain region, but still plenty of sunshine for all of our areas, and it's just been lovely. We're going to see dry conditions again tomorrow, but as we get to Tuesday, look at that, 90% chance of showers. We rarely see it that high, and then we'll see some scattered showers. Could even see a little bit of snow for our areas, but then things dry up. So we are going to cool down as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we're going to warm back up. Also, what we're dealing with late part of winter, early part of spring is river levels rising, and we have some minor flooding expected and currently for the Yakima River near the Tri-Cities. That includes the Natchez River as well, just to the northwest of Yakima. Yakima River, though, at Yakima has improved to good. So those are the two areas we're keeping a close eye on. Right now, northern Idaho looking fantastic. So that is good news as we're moving into the latter part of March. So current conditions at our passes above the freezing level and just gorgeous. It was gorgeous throughout the northwest. Hope you're able to get out for a drive. But as we get to Tuesday with those heavy showers for our regions, we do expect to see 4 to 9 more inches Tuesday and Wednesday for Stevens Pass, 2 to 5 inches for Snoqualmie. Most of that will be falling on your Wednesday, and just a hint of snow at Lookout Pass. So still some snow in the mountains. Here's a look at our futurecast, and as we move into tomorrow morning, timestamp up top, looking at maybe a little bit of cloud coverage, but still going to see some sunshine for your morning hours. Then as we get into our evening hours, we'll see clouds coming in, and then heavy showers start in the morning and especially in the afternoon. You see those yellow sections, those are heavy cells of rain. Then we'll see that move on out. Then as we get into Wednesday morning, into Wednesday evening, off and on little sporadic showers possible. And again, even a little bit of snow is expected in that. Current temperatures around 50 degrees for the Inland Empire, around the upper 50s for Mid-Columbia, Yakima Valley, and into the mid-50s for the Blue Mountain region. Temperature change, not too dramatic. Ellensburg, though, 5 degrees warmer. Lewiston right at it. Spokane, just a few degrees cooler. And as we look at our overnight lows, they are a little warmer than they were yesterday, right around that freezing mark for the Inland Empire, right around the upper 30s for the Mid-Columbia. So wind speeds definitely slowed down from last night, and they're going to continue to be slow overnight and into tomorrow. 7-day forecast tomorrow, 57, then cooling down for that rain as we really expected on Tuesday, 51 as well on Wednesday. Then as we get to Wednesday late through Friday late, we'll be below that freezing mark yet again, so don't turn off those heaters. But as we head into our weekend, we're looking much nicer. So get ready for a nice start to your Monday.
The city of Spokane warning people about a scam that impersonates a parking violation. We're showing you an example here. Now, these scams will reference past due fines, auto licensing issues, and warrants for failing to appear in court. It's even signed by a false judge named John Smith. The Spokane Municipal Court clarified it will never send a text or email demanding payment or threatening adverse action if you don't pay right away. Well, the weather ought to be perfect. Get out, explore one of the many trails across the inland Northwest. And if you're looking for an easy way to get back into hiking this season, tonight we're taking you above a scenic gem along the Palouse River. Let's take a ride with the Air 4 drone over the trails just west of Colfax in this week's Air 4 Adventure.
This is the Colfax Trail, Palouse River Trail. It's a beautiful asset for the community of Colfax and surrounding areas. There's a lot of people come out here with horses and ride, and we come out here with our dogs.
It was an old railroad, so the grade is, what, less than 2%, I suppose?
Yeah, and we've taken our bikes down here, too. It gets a little rough on the far end, but it's still a lot of fun.
I was out for a beautiful walk. We walked all the way to the end. It's a couple-mile trail, and enjoying the weather. It's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
It runs across the water. A lot of trees, cliffs. You could hear the water running.
There's no shortage of things to look at.
A ways in, there's beautiful cliffs, and it's a bunch of trees. You're like in the forest, and that feels the best.
There's also a little trail that runs off right when you get to the trees where you can walk down, get real close to the water. It's really beautiful.
It's amazing. If people don't know about it, it's a wonderful thing to have here.
It's a gorgeous day, first real day of spring.
Just gorgeous. Well, the Gonzaga Bulldogs NCAA run came to a grinding halt in the round of 32 last night. We'll have reflections from the team's star players. It's coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So game days are better. Girls' days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark-colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
I used to think all money managers were the same, but Fisher Investments is different.
How different are they really?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, and they reach out proactively.
They probably invest in a bunch of mutual funds like other money managers.
No, they build a tailored portfolio based on your personal goals, needs, and more.
Well, they probably have a complex fee structure.
No, Fisher has a transparent fee that's a percentage of your portfolio.
So we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them.
You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Right now, get over $7,300 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
92.9 CCU.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Welcome back. The Gonzaga Bulldogs season has come to an end after a tough loss to Texas Longhorns in Portland.
Last night we watched the Zags, of course, fall out of the big dance in the round of 32 for, well, the second year in a row. The Zags started strong and kept things tight, going into halftime down just 2 points. The second half was a similar story, both teams going shot for shot, a total of 10 lead changes, and neither team ever led by double digits. But Hookem, the Texans Longhorns, got a lead with 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, but the Bulldogs fought tooth and nail for the game to go down to the wire, but the Longhorns pulled ahead with that clutch 3 to seal it with less than 30 seconds remaining. Star forward Graham Ike spoke about the pride he has in his team and what they accomplished throughout the season despite last night's devastating loss.
It was a great season. We played a hard-fought game. Ultimately, we didn't come out with the outcome that we wanted, but we put in the work this season, day in and day out, to try and win the day. I'm just super proud of this team for the adversity that we pushed through. We were built for adversity, no doubt about it, and we faced so much of it that built us to be better men in life. Absolutely, it's not just this game, but this season built us to be better men in life, and I'm proud of this squad.
You can hear how much he cares in his voice. Well, the Bulldogs ended the season with a 31-4 record and a lot to be proud of regardless of that loss.
For the Gonzaga women, their season ended with a loss to the Ole Miss Rebels. The Zags won the rebounding battle 45-39, but the momentum swung in the Rebels' direction. It was turnovers that killed the Bulldogs, 21 giveaways that led to 23 Rebel points. The Zags had a standout effort from Allie Turner with 27 points, but Ole Miss was able to hold Gonzaga's freshman star Lauren Whitaker to only 8 points, which is 11 below her season average. A fourth-quarter fight from the Zags, not enough to overcome the Rebels of Ole Miss. And despite the loss, head coach Lisa Fortier spoke about the pride she has in her young team.
And it is a young group. If you look at our box score, our 4 leading scorers are all freshmen or sophomores, and our 3 leading rebounders were freshmen and sophomores. And so we have a lot to learn, none of which had played in the NCAA tournament. Nesh is the only one who played in the NCAA tournament. And so I think it's good to give them a taste of what you have to do and what we are capable of.
The Bulldogs finished the season with a 24-10 record.
And for the Idaho Vandals, their historic season has come to a close after falling to the Oklahoma Sooners in the opening round. Idaho came out with intention early, and the Vandals and Sooners, they were tied up at 11 at the first media timeout. But darn it, the offense for Oklahoma took the lead 57-35 at the break, and they held the V's to only 3 points in the third quarter. Idaho attempted a fourth-quarter rally, but it wasn't enough for a tough OU squad. Head coach Arthur Morera spoke about the atmosphere at the tournament and how proud he is of his team despite the loss.
It's the women's side. It's kind of interesting because the top 4 seeds get to host, so I feel like you really feel it, the home court advantage. I mean, every time they made a shot, I felt like that place was super loud, which is a cool experience to play in as well. So it's definitely a moment we won't forget, and I'm just so thankful that a lot of the girls that came here with 1 year of eligibility, that's always been their dream, that's always been their goal, and they bet on us, they bet on me to get them there, and we're able to get that done. So that means a lot to me and to our program.
So the Vandals finished their season 29-6 overall.
And while our inland Northwest schools are out of the tournament, we've still got some local skin in the game. And this afternoon, Central Valley grad Dylan Darling, a buzzer beater that advanced St. John's to the Sweet 16. And we'll have those highlights tonight at 11. And Jason will have another look at weather right after this.
You got it.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Windsor Plywood.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in a Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
Attention RV buyers, the National RV Show ends today at 7 p.m. at the Spokane Convention Center. Shop over 1,000 RVs. Receive huge discounts. Exclusive show-only pricing. Prices this low will only be available at the National RV Show at the Spokane Convention Center. Manufacturer reps are on site stacking additional savings. No payments for 120 days on approved credit. Free admission. One person will win a new RV. Plus, shop like a VIP and receive an additional $1,000 off. Learn more at nationalrvshow.com.
Hey, what's going on here?
Mr. Pierre, I was just showing this gentleman why he should stop touching the $1 million, what with my yellow belt in karate.
Yellow?
That's what I said.
Like a banana?
Like a banana, but with fists.
Great. I could use the potassium.
Come on, that was funny.
Come back. I've got a leg cramp.
All right, all right.
The redesigned Tiguan is here, and it's turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Welcome back on this Sunday evening. Let's get you ready for the next 12 hours. Mostly clear skies. Tomorrow you're going to be right around that freezing mark for your commute, so get ready for another chilly morning, but not as chilly as we saw this morning. We saw 28 degrees this morning. So your Monday planner, we're not going to see any rain, light winds, sunshine in the morning, and then afternoon to evening clouds, setting the stage for those heavy rains on Tuesday. So prepare for that, but a mild Monday's on the way.
All right, Jason, thanks. Thank you for watching 4 News Now at 6. We'll see you at 10 on Fox 28.
Sign up